contextualize to me as you see it what the Academy Award did for you relative to this moment, or nothing at all?
One of the one of the positive sides of fame, because I think it's kind of a double-edged sword. The downside, especially for an actor, is as you become famous, you lose some of your anonymity. Which is it's wonderful for an actor to have, because you can observe people, and also people don't have such a strong sense of who you are and that sort of thing. So when they see you in a movie, they can accept you as that character a little easier. That's kind of the downside of it. But the upside is that it raises my profile, so I can bring attention to some things that I'm concerned about, and I think other people should be concerned about. I'm currently the national spokesperson for a campaign called No Kid Hungry, that an organization called Share Our Strength has developed, and I'm very excited about that. It's all about ending childhood hunger by 2015 here in our country. And so, I've been involved with the hunger issue for about 30 years now. And this particular campaign is very exciting because, well, it's kind of good news and bad news. The bad news is that according to the Department of Agriculture, we currently have 17 million children in this country living in food insecure homes. Those are households where the kid is not certain to get enough nutrition to lead a healthy and active life. That's 1 in 4 of our kids, if you can believe that. The good news is that there are programs already in place, like the food stamp program. It's called SNAP now. The school meal programs and the WIC programs, the Women, Infant, and Children Feeding programs, that are already in place, and they're being financed to the tune of $1 billion. And this $1 billion is available to states, but it's not being used for various reasons. And so this No Kid Hungry campaign is working with governors and mayors with 5 states each year. We're concentrating on those states, and we're working with them in the private sector as well as the public sector, the government, to find out why that money is not being used and how, what we can do to change that. So that's something I'd like to encourage the viewers out there to go to nokidhungry.org and take the No Kid Hungry pledge and find out how they might help end childhood hunger here by 2015.
I'm glad you led me there in this conversation, because had you not gone there, I was going to raise it myself. So since we're there, let's keep talking about this, because it raises for me a pretty central question, Jeff, and that is how it is, why it is that you think that we can, in fact, end child hunger by the year 2015. That's just 4 years away. And I raise that because it seems to me that the things that get most of the attention in Washington tend to be issues connected to folk who can punish or reward elected officials with their votes. And the thing that so often is unfair to children in this country about the way they get maltreated by our government is that they have no vote. Exactly. So
absolutely.
So how is their issue going to be addressed in this way, you think, by 2015?
Well, I've got some ideas up my sleeve. One thing I want to do is create something called Ring Around Congress. It would be, a state deal and also a national thing, where the kids, as a field trip, will go and join hands around Congress and give the politicians report cards on how they're voting on hunger issues.
I like it. I like it.
Something like that, but. This problem of our kids, going hungry in this country is so important to address. Not only just the basic human thing of feeding our children, but defense. There was the national defense. There was a report put out by the Pentagon not too long ago that only 25% of the kids between 19 and 24 are eligible for the military because they're not nutritiously fit. Our workforce to compete with what's going on internationally. you need calories to get your brain functioning in school. If kids don't have enough food to eat and the right kind of food, they're not going to learn as well as they might. And of course, that we can't compete with the rest of the world that way.